Hello everyone, welcome back to my workshop. I'm happy to have you here as this time we are making a flower. After all those tools I was making so far, I decided to go for something more artistic. A nice forged rose should be what I'm looking for. As stock material for the stem and leaves I will use 8 by 8 mm mild steel rod. And for the petals 5 by 50 mm flat bar. By the way, although the flower looks quite simple, in fact it isn't that simple. I need all my skills that I learned so far to create it. Because first of all, I must make a leaf. After that, I have to weld it to the stem, drive holes through the petals, and then rivet the petals on top of the stem. Petals for the rose are forged and textured and they look great so far. Next step is to create the stem and also some leaves. During the forging I changed my mind about the stock material for the stem, so I will be using 8 mm round. First of all, we have to beat the stem a bit so it doesn't look like it came out of factory. After that I have to prepare a rivet on one side and upset the stem right behind the rivet. To forge out the leaves, I want to try a new technique. That means after forging out the leaf and texturing it, I will fold it in, heat it up and then cool down in water just the part that I want to become the spine. And after this cooling step, I will just open the leaf and the cooled spine will stay closed. Oh yeah, that's awesome. It happened because I forged the petals too thin, and also I didn't forge out the rivet enough. The only solution that I was able to come up with is to weld it back together with regular arc welder. I know this is blacksmith nightmare, but the other option is to just throw it away, so I decided for arc welding. In fact, the inner weld is not an issue because it's closed in, but the outer weld is really visible, and also I did not manage to make it look great. It is not regular, and also there are some splatters, so it's really obvious that I welded on the petals. What's more, as you might realize, I forge welded the leaf upside down. So I had to remove it, then mask up the original weld and weld it on again the right way. Thanks for all of this, the leaf is quite close to the stem, but after all it doesn't look that bad. In fact, it doesn't look bad at all, it looks great. The petals might look better being a bit bigger, other than that it just looks fine. But I am internally not satisfied with this, because of all these fails and mistakes that could have been avoided quite easily. This was just screwed up project. I managed to save it, but it's just the weird feeling about it. When I was making the Damascus, I was starting with, hey, let's make a Damascus. It probably won't work, but maybe I will able to finish it. But this time I started with, yeah, let's go and make a rose. And I was almost unable to do it. And that feels quite bad for me. I'm learning to forge for quite a long time now, and not being able to do this thing, it isn't easiest thing, but it is not that hard also, it's just complex, and that shouldn't be an issue. Anyway, this will be all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I will be happy for any suggestion how to make things differently, how to make them better, how to make them work better, so I'm not feeling miserably all the time. Also, if you have some question, I will be happy to answer it. And if you want some more details, more info, check out my Facebook page. Thank you for watching, see you next time. Bye bye.